All right, welcome back to the Marketplace. This next segment is sponsored by Springfield Park District. So if you're ever heading out to Washington Park, you know you can always do the trails, visit with, the ducks and all of that. But did you know the Botanical Gardens is also there, giving you an opportunity to learn different things about different flowers and plants? We're learning more with Mandy. Something very special about the Washington Park is the Botanical Gardens that you come and see each and every day. I mean, you can literally come walk the entire park and then come hang out here at the Botanical Gardens. Mandy is a botanical horticulture curator. You've seen her on our show before, but finally we get to see...
In my natural environment.
Yes, your natural environment. So Mandy, tell us how many species of different plants are right here at the Botanical Garden?
We have roughly 1,800, give or take a little bit.
Yes.
We try adding new ones every year. Every time I'm offered a specimen plan or have the ability to buy a new one, I get it and bring it here so people can enjoy it.
I love it. And then, of course, there's different... I wouldn't call them fan favorites, but are there different places to highlight that people have to... It's a must-see?
Yeah, everybody loves the rockery. It has one of our most famous plants. It's a weeping katsura tree.
Okay.
It has a really interesting growth pattern to it, and so there's all these lovely branches that come down lower. People like to pose under there for family pictures, all kinds of stuff. And it seems to be a hot spot on our grounds. Every time that somebody comes, they have to go check that out.
And the weather's been good, so that's perfect. But when we're talking about plants, of course, you can also give us some tips on how to plant our own babies at home, and that's what we're doing today. Number one tip, what would you say would be about repotting and planting?
Yep, when you first start off, you want to make sure you have a really good soil mixture, plenty of topsoil mixed in with a good potting mix, and then maybe add a little bit of Osmocote. I like Osmocote. It's a slow release fertilizer. You really don't have to worry about fertilizing anything the rest of the season if you put that in. It's taken care of. When you go to plant the plants up, you always want a thriller, a spiller, and a filler.
Thriller, stiller, filler.
Yeah, that's one of the main basics of planting up your own little planters. So here we have coleus as our thriller. Our spiller is a new plant that we're trying out this year. And then we've got some begonias to add in, as well as some chocolate mint to help to help deter the bugs.
Those gnats, and those bugs. Okay, so are we planting, and how do we get started with this?
Most of these have either been grown in the greenhouse from seed, or we started them from a plug form that we got from one of our distributors.
Very cool.
Usually when you take them out, most things are going to be pretty root bound if they haven't been overwatered. You want to make sure you break that up real well. A lot of people are afraid to do that when you're planting things, but you really want that root system to branch out and go other places. You don't want it to stay girdled to itself.
Very interesting.
And then just dig a hole in the soil, put it in there, and pack it around tight.
Is there
so
any
that
place
it doesn't
you want
move.
this one?
I would just put those like here, and maybe one in the back.
Okay, I'm going to try this out. Now, there are classes this summer, right?
There are classes. We're bringing back children's programming. So we have some summer camps for kids to look out for. There's some bog plant classes and some carnivorous plant classes that we have going on. We also have some stuff coming up this fall. I'm always doing classes in the fall, usually something succulent, but I have a little something I'm adding this year. You'll have to get onto our website to find out. You'll be able to find any information that you want to sign up for classes, or you can call the Botanical Gardens at any time and ask questions.
And then of course, if people are coming, they're new, or maybe they're coming first time since last season, last summer, what's something new that they need to be looking out for?
Every year we showcase a new round of annuals. I'm always putting in new annuals every year. I try to mix it up a little bit. Here in the Roman, we kind of stick with the same thing because this is a hot spot for weddings.
I'm not going to mess with this one, Mandy, because I'm going to break it.
Okay. We'll work on that later. But I usually showcase a whole different variety of annuals. I try to make things a little bit different each year, so when people come, it's not the same experience as last year. And we do that with our tulips when we do them in the spring, and then every year I'm adding more and more plant signs. I'm trying to teach the public more about what's good about letting things die off naturally, letting those good pollinators, those good insects overwinter in the dead plant material. So hopefully people will start picking up on my signs and understanding the purpose of it.
I know I'm looking forward to that because I have so many different plants at home that I'm like, What do I do to keep these babies alive?
Yeah.
That is the number
Water,
one thing.
water, water.
Water, water, water.
Yep.
Yes, you can't go wrong.
No.
Now, of course, guys, head over to our website to get that information on how you can get in touch with Mandy and her team here at the Botanical Gardens. Have a great planting season. We'll see you right after this.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.